Well, good evening, everybody. Hello, LFI Nation. Thanks for joining us tonight. We've got an incredible training, a live training with two of our great friends, our new partners, Edwin Britt and Michael Ray Newman. They're going to go through the EDGE training. I know we're talking about the end of 2020 here, so for a lot of us, it can't be over fast enough. But we don't want to be at the end, guys. We want to finish strong. And this is all about finishing strong so that we can start fast. We're focused on implementation. So I'm so thankful that you've taken some time to join us tonight. I think you're going to pick up a wealth of information. Hopefully, like me, you've got yourself a pen and a paper to take some notes, and we're going to implement. So, guys, thanks again. Guy, anything to add before we jump off this and pass it off to Michael Ray and Edwin?
Let's go live. Let's do it.
Okay, guys. Take it from here. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon.
Appreciate you, ER. Thanks, guy. Edwin. Didn't I just talk to you this morning about 14 hours ago?
Yeah, at 6:45 a.m. we were doing one of these, and it's 9 o'clock on the East Coast. So hey, man, that's what we do. You got to love what you do and love the people you're doing it with.
That's right, baby. I work 80 hours, so I don't have to work 40. So we've been having some fun. Hey guys, I really appreciate y'all stopping on tonight. We're not gonna take a lot of your time. I know we've been talking about finish strong and start fast and the new competition, that's been launched. So what I want to do tonight, guys, is just really touch on a few things on how to implementation. How do you make it sticky? We said this before. We get asked a ton. This is great. We're excited. I should have had my whole team on. We've got some really good feedback in public and in private. So we do appreciate all the good feedback that we've gotten. We appreciate everybody jumping in and some of the great phone calls that I've had. But how do we make it sticky? And we're going to talk a little bit about implementation. Finish strong to start fast is real simple. It's about building momentum early so you can have a fast start. And then that fast start in January is the launching pad. This is just preparing for you to step up onto that launching pad. And when you step onto it, we've already done the work. I mean, astronauts do all that work and they get to the launching pad. Right now, we're on the zero gravity machine going 100,000 miles an hour, just building that momentum to step up on the launching pad. So that's what we can do. National championships, Edwin's been a part of one, and Edwin has been a national championship collegiate athlete. And I love it when he says, we won it in August when it was 110 degrees and we were on our second workout of the day. So because when December came around, that's when it was won. That's when these things are won right now. We've got so many great things. The contest, the competition that we have coming up, what you're going to get for it. Please be looking at the Facebook, YouTube, social platforms that we have, your LFI app. We're going to be pushing some things out there for you guys to jump on with us. Tomorrow night, the same time, we're going to have ER and Guy are going to have the very first, Edwin, discovery opportunity for you guys. It's a discovery business opportunity, discovery call with you guys, and it's going to be something for you guys to be able to bring your teams to, bring somebody outside that might want to share and have an opportunity to find out. Pretty simple what ER and Guy are all about, what LFI is all about, and then what the product, the business card, the tech, what that's all about, and then being an affiliate. It's going to be a really short meeting. You'll be able to invite a ton of people to, Edwin, and it's going to be something really cool that everybody can get. It's going to be tomorrow night, starting the same time. All these same times. Look for your post, and they're going to post something out on that too, right? E?
Absolutely, Michael. When we talk about this sprint here to finish strong and start fast, and we got some really dynamic contest rewards for you. Make no mistake, everything that you can earn through this can be transformational for you. The books, unbelievable. We'll talk more about that, but I want to make sure that sometimes we overcomplicate achievement, right? We make it too complicated. That's what I love about Michael. He creates simple processes that yield predictable results. What I'm going to encourage you to do, Michael, and what everybody listening tonight is just be very intentional, okay? We started December 1st. We're going through January 15th. You know what the contest, and it's really about engaging. So I want to give everybody real briefly a little bit of fuel for how they can run this sprint for the next 6 weeks, Michael. And it's really simply this. Are you passionate about what you're doing? You've got to gauge yourself. Are you passionate about it? And I think if you're even on this call tonight, that's a great indicator that you are passionate about it. Are you purposeful? Because that's the fuel that'll drive your passion. Let passion and purpose, and when you couple those two things, you can put an equal mark right beside it. And you know what comes behind that, Michael? And that is performance. And when you wrap that into what you love, do you love what Shuffle has done for you? If the answer to that is absolutely yes, then you have an obligation to share it with someone else. So just be very intentional every single day. Share the story. And in 4 quick ways, I'm going to hand it right back to you, Michael. Think about what Shuffle is. That's the feature. Feature is what it is. The next part of the process when you're communicating about it is function, what it does. So think about what Shuffle is. Real simple, 3 little terms, what it is, what it does, what it will do for them. That's the benefit to them. Remember, people make decisions for their reasons, not ours. And then the last thing is provide some evidence for why it will. And that can be your story. So there's an intentional process right there. Master what LFI is to you, what Shuffle is to you, what it does, real simple, because it's accountable. You can track. There's so many nice things that it does. It's beneficial. So you really think about it in terms of benefits. And then you just wrap that into what it's going to do for them. And then the evidence to support it. And Michael, I love the story about how you've done that this past summer with the construction business and what Shuffle has done. It's a wonderful testimony, and everybody listening tonight has their own testimonies.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was going to go into after you went through that feed there, Edwin. And what's your elevator pitch and what's your Shuffle story? That's really what we have to get down to. Shuffle does so much. It does so many things. And I was talking to Kathy Inman, Edwin, and she's like, yeah, you're right. I do talk about the product because I'm so excited about it. And sometimes I get lost in telling all the great things, and the customer gets a little bit lost because there's so many great things. And I equate it to Shuffle's just like when you're really excited about something and you want somebody else to feel your excitement. They feel the excitement, but they don't get what it is yet. And you have to really slow down. Like you said, Edwin, what's a powerful word, guys, intentional. Be intentional about everything, the will of life that we've given you and everything. If you'll do that right now to build that momentum, be intentional about what you do. Be intentional about Shuffle. And a good way to create that elevator pitch for you guys is to tell your Shuffle story. Why is it great? Why do you love it? And then you ask them what they're trying to accomplish. You know, notice them before you get there. When the trust process, think, plan, and prepare is the very first thing in the trust process. The first T is about think, plan, and prepare. So when you're going into someone, it's really a good idea to make your list of people you want to talk to. Or if you see somebody that could benefit from a Shuffle card, which I see it every day, I take a mental note, and then I do a lot of this more than writing it down. I have my phone, so I do a lot of this when I'm jotting it down, whether it be a hairdresser, whether it be somebody at the gas station, and I share that card with them. I'm able to share my card. Man, I got something to really help you out, dude. I've got this. It's like a virtual business card. Kind of how I'm introducing you right now. It's changed our business. We put a ton of money in our funnel, and I just say, scan this real quick. Still maintaining our social distancing, right? I talked to a gentleman, Anthony, today from Corpus Christi. Super awesome dude. He's like, man, the pandemic business card. He loves that terminology because he'll be able to scan this. I think it'll really help your business because every time you share that card, you copy and paste and share it, or you can build it within this app. You need to look at it. They share it for $20 a month, but I've given you that, and it's like $10. When we look at it, and they'll track it. You know, when they open it, and whatever you want to say, you need to craft that message. I've really been able to get mine down pretty succinct, and I've got about a 48% open rate within the first hour. Now I'm tracking it, and I'm tracking it like this. So, because I just don't even know everything that Shuffle's able to do now. So I know you get excited about that. So really quickly, Edwin, Phoebe, I want you to go through it again. It's feature, function, evidence, and benefit, right? So guys, I hope you're taking some notes, or you can rewind this. What he just shared with you is a perfect way to run elevator pitch. How do you, and I call it elevator pitch. Is that what it's called now, Edwin? I mean, it's when you can really talk to somebody.
I think everybody understands what that is. Yeah, when you say
30 seconds.
Something you're going to say very succinctly.
Yeah. Hey, man, I got something I want you to take a look at. If I, would you? And they're going to say, if sure, what is it? If I was to give you this, would you take a quick look at it? And then they'll say, yeah. And then what you go into is the feed, which you can build your quick minute pitch on, and reach out to us personally. Because right now, we're not totally overwhelmed yet, and we've got time on the calendar that we can help you guys pitch this. I can help you, and Edwin can help you do this. And I know Guy and ER are always available for this. But Edwin, walk through that one more time with me, would you?
Yeah, and the end goal behind that is you're establishing value for why they should take action, right? All too often we give people our reasons for why they should take action. But think about Shuffle being this, and then I'll go through it one more time. Here's what somebody is doing. Here's what they're trying to accomplish. And here's the obstacles, right? You see between my two fingers, there's a gap. Shuffle is the gap. Shuffle is the bridge between what they're trying to accomplish and solving their obstacles. When you can have that conversation, so you've got to kind of ask some meaningfully specific questions about what they're trying to accomplish, but also what obstacles are you running into? So you know people that are like-minded. You know people, their business might not look exactly like yours, but they have the same need, the ability to communicate, the ability or the desire to build their brand, their reputation, to solidify their relationship, to create lead generation. All of these things are problems that every business and customer, whether you're an individual entrepreneur or a big company, you have the ability to communicate, separate yourself from the rest. Shuffle does all of those things. So when you identify what they're trying to accomplish, a very succinct way of saying it, you want to learn to master, say more with less. So just think about this order when you're introducing it again. It's called FEEB, as Michael said, and every letter represents. The first F is feature, simply what it is, 2 or 3 words. Function, what it does, 2 or 3 words. Benefit, what it'll do for you, and the evidence to support it, and the best way to do that is word of mouth referral. This is what it's done for me. Bam, you're out.
And the evidence to support it is a great opportunity for you to share your story. And Edwin just said it right there, guys. Every entrepreneur has the same thing, same needs, right? We need leads. We need qualified leads. We need swings. We need at-bats. And this is what this does. It closes that gap. It gets somebody to pull that business card out of their pocket and take a look at it. It gets you to see it before, when they do it, when they actually look at the card. You can do lead capture. You can do all your products on it. That's when you're getting down into the weeds. The way you do is feature, function, the evidence of what it's done, and then the benefit of what it's done for you, what it'll do for them and what it's done for you. And they have that light bulb moment, right, E?
Michael, I have a question for the audience.
Sure.
How many of you enjoy making cold calls? That's right. None of you. Very rarely do people enjoy making cold calls. So guess what? Everybody you know would have the same response. So that would be a great way to begin a conversation. In your business, as you're generating leads, do you like making cold calls? They're going to tell you, no, I don't. In fact, I hate it. Why? Because it's a real hard, long process and I'm uncomfortable. And so would you prefer to make warm calls? Yes, I would. Shuffle creates warm calls for people, because when you send something to someone in Shuffle, you know if they looked at it, you can track it, they've got information. Now when you make that call, guess what you just made? A warm call. Just that one little idea, guys. There are hundreds of thousands of people that would say, you mean for $10 I can make warm calls, not cold calls? Again, sometimes we overcomplicate this. Real simple. We're solving very complicated problems that cost millions and billions of dollars of lost productivity with a $10 solution. Come on. That's a story worth telling.
Absolutely. And what Edwin and I are doing here tonight, as you're listening to this, we're doing some thought-provoking ideas and questions. We hope you guys are taking notes, and you can go down several different paths here. But what we're doing is just giving you some ideas where you can go back, throw the features, the function, the benefits, and the evidence, FEEB, of what your elevator pitch might do. This is the beginning to step into it. I know we talked about in Finish Strong to Start Back Fast about you, the wheel of life, spiritually, mentally, and physically, and personally, and with your family, and what your career is. That's what we're talking about right now. Your side hustle. Some of you guys, I've had conversations with people that are going to go all in on this, which guess who? I mean, I feel you. It's awesome. It's a great opportunity. And plus, we're doing it with so many great people. And the people, the founders of this company, they're aligned with their integrity and what they want to do and what to accomplish. They're bringing us in to do this. So we've been able to partner with them and really make some monumental steps right now. But we're doing it in little increments, and we're going to blow this thing up. But we're going to start right now. This is when we have to start. This is when you guys have to start. So some of these calls on implementation that we're going to have, it's going to be about your business and about how you grow your business. Kathy M is going to be doing some training on what Shuffle is, yeah, and what all the benefits are and how to use it. Our training is being totally revamped. It's going to be cutting edge. I mean, it's really, really cool. The way that they're delivering it too is also through the Shuffle brand. Rebecca is going to be doing the same thing. Guy and ER are always providing the value, guys. So as we go through this, questions that you might have, drop them in so we can follow up with you and answer those things. Edwin, just want to remember tomorrow night, we got the discovery call, right?
I am fired up about it. ER and Guy, hey man, that's where it all started. And to be able to introduce the vision of what LFI Shuffle is, and for you, the audience, to be able to invite people in. And we're going to be repeating that. A little birdie told me, Michael, that we might be doing it again on Saturday morning. I'm not sure. And, who knows?
I'm ready, baby.
We get to watch the Masters tomorrow, and then we'll see how we stack up. So I want to just share one more real quick thing with everyone, because sometimes people say, okay, I'm ready to implement. I'm ready to do it. But exactly how do I do it? What path do I run on? I want to make sure that you understand that there's a process that's repeatable. And so as you're engaging your sphere of influence and talking to people, there are really 4 fundamentals that you want to make sure you're always doing. You want to be educating them, okay? Not over-educating them, but educating them in stages, giving them education. Think about the relationship being long-term. You want to appreciate them. You want to have a process that allows, and what a great process with Shuffle, to follow up an expression of appreciation after you've had a coffee or something. So you want to be very intentional about that. And then you want to always be growing the relationship, ongoing. And it's a reciprocal scenario. It's not I want you to do what I want you to do, right? It's always be adding value. And when you do that, and you have a process that's continuous, what you'll find is resistance will go down, creativity will go up, and your level of engagement will be, again, that term that you're going to continue to hear us talk about, sustainable, predictable results. Reality is this, I'll finish with this and hand it right back, Michael. Everybody's chasing results, but the truth is process comes before results. So implementation is about adhering to and implementing and being intentional about a process. You don't fall to the top, you take it up one step at a time.
That's right. You don't fall to the top. You climb there, right?
That's right.
There's no elevator. There's no elevator, unfortunately.
No elevator.
No shortcuts. You wouldn't have it any other way. Listen to that, guys. Edwin, we were on a first call this morning, and you said something that really hit home for me right off the bat, and it was talking about.
Hey, you mean way back 14 hours ago today?
Yeah, 14 hours ago today. That's right, man.
We were having coffee then, yeah. Now we're having water.
That's right, baby. It's all good.
That's right.
Got to hydrate, right? You got to hydrate, man. We really have been having a lot of fun today. It's been really cool,
Yeah.
and I've just had fun everywhere I've gone today. I'm very grateful.
But I broke your flow. I'm sorry. Keep going. Sorry.
Oh, that's all right, man. I want to talk to you about attitude, because I promise you this morning it's 29 degrees here in Texas, and that didn't happen a lot. And it was chilly. I didn't have the heater on. I got up this morning, and did I want to get out of bed when I jumped up at 4:30? No. Did I get in that truck and drag my booty up to the gym? No. When I walked out of the gym, was I glad? Yes. And by the time I got on a call with you, we speak to people all over North America, and we've been traveling before. This year's been really different for you guys, but I want to share something with you that I hit. And I learn stuff every time, especially when Edwin's around. I mean, I learned from him, and I validate a lot of things that I do from him and a lot of his wisdom. But I've got this little deal, and it's called fake it till you make it sometimes. And sometimes you'll hear me say, I fake it till I make it, baby. And one time my daughter said something like, that's negative, Dad. That means you're fake. That's when she was like 16, been a long time ago. And that really just been stuck in my craw for a long time. Although I don't stop saying it, because fake it till you make it to me is not something negative. And as we're trying to build this process out, when you talk about the 7 areas of your life, and remember, make it about you right now. Think about what you're going through, what you need to do, what needs to happen for you right now before we get off this call. Go back and look at your notes. You can rewind this. You can look at it, talk about feed. We can get Shuffle worked out, guys. That's not going to be the part that we need to really focus on the process. I'm going to help you with that process. Edwin's going to help you with that process. ER and Guy are going to knock that out of the park. with you personally, you got to get out of your own head. You got to do that. We're going to give you the process to get out of your own way and get out of your own head. And fake it till you make it to me is something when I don't want to do it. There's an old commercial about a dude making donuts. Got it, time to make the donuts. He comes dragging around every morning. You got to update myself. But this is what you have to do sometimes. Fake it till you make it is not a negative thing. It's really, you have to fake it to yourself. You have to tell yourself. And the whole and I struggle telling people that because to me, it's something I do. If I have a big old fight with my wife, and she and I have been going crazy with each other, just struggling and fighting. When I hit the front door, I don't take that with me. I leave it. I tell myself I'm going to have a great day. When I was struggling financially, I don't take that with me with my conversations, with my 4 R's. When I reset and I relaunch at the end of those 4 R's, I don't take that with me. It's something about, you said something today. Here's what you said, man. It's not about mentally thinking, I'm going to have a good attitude. I'm going to have a good attitude mentally. You can't do that. It's about acting.
That's right.
It's about taking action. So I'm acting like I'm having a great day. And I want to tell you this right now. If you see something, say something. I'm going to wrap up with this. See something, say something. What does that mean? If you see something, how many times in your head does somebody walk by and go, oh, that's a nice, she has her fingernails are all pretty. She got her fingernails did. And you don't say anything. Or, oh, she's got I like her dress. Or I like that dude's truck. Or, man, dude, those sunglasses are sharp. Or, I mean, if you see something, say something. I'm not talking about being negative because if you're ever having a bad day and you want to have a good day, you go out and help somebody else. You see somebody with a flat tire on the side of the road, whip in and jack it up and change it. Don't even tell them your name. Appreciate you. They'll be so grateful and you'll just take off. I still do carry my old truck, but everywhere I went, a 2-ton jack. And my son, when he was little, we were running from ball game to ball game. We called ourselves the AJ Foyt Pit Crew. See how fast he would time me in the truck. I would pull over, check somebody's tires, and we'd see how fast we could get out. I'm telling you, when I had a bad day growing through, when he was little, there was many days that was a struggle. The win list, what's important now, I was religious about because I would get lost in my head of how terrible and what a failure I was. We're all failure. None of us are failures. Failure is an event, not a person. You guys understand that? That's something you did last night. You get up this morning, you're not a failure. So I want you guys to understand that. Remember, get out of your own head and act. You've got to act it. That's how acting. You got action. Take action. Take massive action. Take it with the right attitude. Remember, not just a positive, hey, everything's going to be all right attitude. The right attitude. Attitude, moment, process. What's your attitude right now in this moment? It's got to be the right attitude for the people you're around, not what you and your spouse are going through. But the right attitude with the person you're right in front of, because what you can control? You can control right now, this moment. And the way we're going to be able to do that is muscle memory with what, Edwin? The process. I really appreciate all you guys stopping in tonight. You have no idea how grateful I am. I get more out of this than you do. E, I love you, brother. AR, Guy, thanks for letting us get on here tonight. Drop us a line. I appreciate you guys, man. Call us.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks,
if
Mike.
you need us. We'll talk to you later.
Appreciate you, brother.
See you, bro. Appreciate you. Talk to you tomorrow early.
Bye-bye. Yep.